Segmented recording. In this video, learn how to create a segmented recording. For a segmented recording, a teacher needs to use either an audio or video file. Choose the file and drag it over to the Activities section of the Hub. When the Activity Wizard pops up, choose Speaking as the category, and then as the type of activity, it is a segmented recording. The difference between segmented versus continuous is that in a segmented recording, our system will add a blank space for students to record in. In a continuous recording, the audio or video file needs to already have those blank spaces to record because students record as the audio or video file is playing. Remember, teachers can easily rename the activity. When ready, hit Create Activity. Now the audio stimulus file that we have here is one single file from start to finish. Break the file up into segments. This file is a recording of 5 questions and students need to respond to each question. So to create the activity, listen to the audio by hitting play, and at the end of each question, where teachers want students to record, click on Add a new segment. Do that for all questions except the last one, as it is automatically made into a segment. The file is now divided up from the original recording into 5 segments. Add the instructions on the right, as usual, or upload a PDF with the instructions or other information to make this a dual stimulus activity, and have students look at images to answer their questions more specifically. Click on the Add button up on the top left-hand corner. Choose the correct PDF to include in the activity. This PDF file simply has the instructions on it and nothing else. The last thing to know about with this activity is this box called Variable Length Responses. If teachers want students to do a listen and repeat type of activity, then leave the box unchecked. The system will automatically give enough time for students to repeat what they hear. If teachers want students to do a more involved question and answer activity, and the length of the answer is variable to how much the student wants to say, check this box to allow a variable in the response length. Let's preview this activity from a student's perspective. Students are going to click on Record, and once they reach the end of the segment, the system will automatically provide a pause in the recording for students to record their response. Students will click on the Done button whenever they have finished their responses to that question.
Number 1. Do you normally fly direct?
Yes, I normally fly direct if at all possible. There's less chance for things to go wrong, less chance for missing a flight connection. However, sometimes that's not practical. Recently, I had to take 3 flights.
Number 2. Have you ever had a long layover before? If so, what did you do?
Yes, I've had a long layover several times. Sometimes you just try to nap or sleep in the most comfortable chair you can find at the airport. If you're a frequent flyer, you can use one of the airline's lounge facilities. That's much nicer. Unfortunately, I'm not a frequent flyer. After students are done recording all their answers, they can play back their responses, re-record all or only certain responses, and submit their completed work. This is a great activity to have students practice pronunciation of vocabulary words and phrases, to do mock conversations with listen and respond, and to reflect on their speaking and pronunciation. One last trick to know about is how easy it is to change the activity names. If a teacher forgets to do so in the Activity Wizard, click on the activity to change and then click on the pencil icon, which is universally the symbol for editing. A box pops open where teachers can easily type in a new activity name. That concludes how to create a segmented recording.